It's good to have you join us on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. I am Merciful Ajinomo. The President of the United States, Donald Trump, this Friday appointed Congressman Mark Meadows as the new Chief of Staff, replacing Mike Mulvaney, who was the acting Chief of Staff for over a year. Trump added that Mick Mulvaney, the former acting Chief of Staff, would become the U.S. Special Envoy for Northern Ireland. The Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Nigeria, Professor Akin Abayomi, this Friday said the 3 suspected patients quarantined in Lagos State, southwest Nigeria, have tested negative to the coronavirus, leaving the Italian patient as the only confirmed case in Nigeria so far. The suspect, who were travelers from England, China and France, were quarantined at the Lagos State Isolation Center in Yaba, Nigeria, on suspicion of contracting the coronavirus. But tests carried out on the suspect have proved negative, even as he revealed that one of the suspects quarantined was a Nigerian who traveled to France 8 days ago and arrived in Nigeria 4 days later. He also said the Italian patient was responding to treatment at the isolation center, as his clinical situation was stable, adding that the government would not release him immediately even if tested negative. The commissioner added that a second test would be run to ascertain if he is completely free from the disease before he is discharged. In a related development, the General Administration of Customs in China released statistics this Saturday stating that China's foreign trade plummeted 11% year-on-year in the first 2 months of 2020 to $591.99 billion as a result of the coronavirus outbreak and the Spring Festival holiday. According to the statistics, exports dropped 17.2% and imports fell 4% compared to January and February last year, settling at $292.45 billion and $299.54 billion respectively. Still on health, an Iranian lawmaker, Fatima Raba, died this Friday from the coronavirus, indicating that the disease is spreading within the state institutions. Also, Mohammad Mir Mohammadi, a member of the Expediency Council, intended to resolve disputes between Parliament and the Guardian Council, a governmental body that vets electoral candidates, was reported dead on the 2nd March, and Iran's Deputy Health Minister, Iraj Harichi, and another member of the Parliament, Mahmoud Sajegi, are said to have contracted the virus. Also, the global electronic company Samsung has suspended operations at its smartphone factory in South Korea's southeastern city of Gumi after another worker tested positive for coronavirus. According to reports, this isn't the first time the factory had to be temporarily shut down since the coronavirus outbreak, as Samsung took its first safety measure a couple of weeks ago, only to shut down the factory again as new coronavirus cases have been found among employees. The governor of Katsina State, northwest Nigeria, Aminu Masari, in his keynote address at the ongoing 41st Kaduna International Trade Fair this Thursday in Kaduna, revealed that Nigeria is set to begin exportation of tiger nut, hibiscus sorrel and sesame seeds. According to Masari, the Katsina government secured collaboration with export development financiers, especially the Nigerian Export-Import Bank, while adding that his administration is focused on making the state a hub for industrialization and commerce. Still in agriculture, the Ethiopian Minister of Agriculture, Sani Reddy, this Thursday called on international partners to support ongoing efforts to prevent desert locust-inflicted food insecurity in the country. He said that the Ethiopian government is exerting maximum efforts to mobilize resources from several stakeholders and partners to protect the spread of locust swarms, while adding that the government has so far allocated about $1 million funding and is also intensifying preventive and controlling measures with support from its international and bilateral partners, such as the government of China and the United Nations. You're watching AD4TV Radio News Update. We'll go on a short break now. Up next, medical mission to conduct free eye screening. Nigerian Air Force destroys Boko Haram camp in Sambisa Forest. UTME candidates can print examination slips, says JAM. More stories when we return. Do stay.
AD4TV Radio, we focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. We'll give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. AD4TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4TV Radio.
You're welcome back. To mark the 2020 World Glaucoma Week starting from the 8th to the 12th of March, the Executive Secretary of the Mass Medical Mission in Nigeria, Dr. Abia Nzelu, said plans to conduct free eye screening with cancer and dental screening for residents within Lagos metropolis is ongoing. She said the World Glaucoma Week is dedicated to creating awareness on this silent thief of vision, adding that vision is the most valuable of all human senses, yet every 5 seconds, one person in the world goes blind and a child goes blind every minute, mainly because most people do not seek out preventive eye care. The Director of Public Relations and Information, Air Commodore Imola, this Friday said Nigerian Air Force has destroyed Boko Haram's camp at Alafa Sea in Sambisa Forest, Borno State, Nigeria. According to him, the attack was carried out based on confirmatory intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance missions, which established that several compounds in the settlement were being used by the terrorists to house and train their fighters. Daramola said the bomb strikes and rocket salvos from the fighter jets hit designated compounds, destroying most of the structures and nullifying some of the Boko Haram terrorist occupants. And talking education, the head media and information of the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board this Saturday says prospective candidates for the 2020 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, scheduled to commence nationwide on Saturday, March 14th, are now free to print their examination slips for the computer-based test anywhere. According to him, candidates are expected to look out for the locations of their centers before their examination date to avoid lateness to their examination centers, as lateness will not be accepted. And talking sports, in the struggle for fame and recognition in the world of football, players work tirelessly daily to build that fame for themselves, walking through the struggles and challenges that comes with it. Football is a sport that has evolved over the years and has also come to stay. It is generally accepted by a lot of people around the globe. Our correspondent spoke to a few upcoming male and female footballers on their struggles and what they look forward to through the course of their trainings in the game. Listen to this.
And I believe myself, even though this thing doesn't work out for me, I still have plans on my own. But I'm playing football for passion, not for money.
Like, ball been easy so far. Like, as a female footballer, we face so many challenges. Like, not being supported from your parents or friends. We face so many challenges like money, all these things.
Football has always been my passion. I love playing football. Football gives me joy, it keeps me going, but it's not really easy playing football in Nigeria. In Africa, yeah, football is not really regarded.
I'm playing for passion to go to Europe, but not that I don't have the money to afford myself, but I believe in God that within 3-4 years I will be in Europe, and I try possible best to achieve greater heights and make those names that JJ Okocha made, and to be one of them.
One of the challenges I normally face as a footballer, most Africans, especially most of our African parents, don't really value a female child playing football, because they always believe maybe you won't get married or something, or maybe you might not just take care of your family, or you just become awkward or wayward.
On a lighter mood, did you know that until the year 1909, when the law of attire was amended, the goalkeepers wore the same kit as the rest of the team? This was in a bid to assist referees in identifying the goalkeeper amongst the ruck of players. Please join the conversation on our social media platforms at AD4TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn and Instagram. That's it on AD4TV Radio News Update, coming to you live from Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital. You can join the conversation on our website www.ad4tvradio.com. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube page at AD4TV Radio. Many thanks for watching. I am Merciful Ajinomo.